In pop culture, color is more than just a visual component. It has deeper connotations and affects our emotions, perceptions, and connections to fashion, music, films, and other media. Color has the ability to shape tales and experiences that have a profound impact on audiences all over the world, from arousing emotions to representing identity and social messages. Here's a concise breakdown of the secret power of color in pop culture in 8 points. Number 8, emotional influence. People's perceptions of media, art, and fashion are influenced by the distinct psychological power of colors to elicit strong and particular emotional reactions. This phenomenon has deep biological and cultural roots. For example, red's inherent connection to blood and danger can be linked to its connotations of passion, energy, and urgency, which in turn causes viewers to become alert or excited. This makes it a dynamic choice in pop culture for sequences in movies or music videos that aim to portray passion or intense yearning. Natural elements like the sky and water are the source of blue's calming and trust-inspiring properties, which evoke sentiments of security and peace. In moments that call for solemnity or depth of emotion, filmmakers frequently use blue tones to quietly guide the audience's mood without using language. Color is an essential storytelling tool because of these emotional responses, which turn into a potent tool that lets artists control audience participation on a visceral, nearly subconscious level. Number 7, cultural symbolism. Because they are firmly rooted in and influenced by many cultural settings, traditions, and histories. The meanings associated with colors are not universal. For instance, in China, red is regarded as the color of luck, prosperity, and happiness. It is used in weddings and the celebrations of the Lunar New Year. Yet in Western countries, it can be a hint of danger or romance. This striking disparity demonstrates how color interpretation is framed by socio-cultural conditioning, which makes it an essential language for conveying identity and shared values in pop culture and media goods that aim to connect with certain audiences. In the West, black is associated with death and mourning, which lends a sense of mystery and seriousness to some films or musical styles. In fashion, black also signifies strength and refinement, illustrating how complex cultural meanings enable intricate, multi-layered narratives. Number 6, nonverbal communication. Beyond language constraints, color serves as an advanced nonverbal communication system that may send nuanced messages about affiliation, tone, emotion, and social standing. A character dressed in muted grays or blues may evoke melancholy or introspection without a word, while a character dressed in vibrant pinks and yellows can instantly suggest youthfulness, optimism, or naivete. Designers, filmmakers, and actors use color purposefully to create unspoken narratives, subtly influencing audience perception. This wordless visual language shapes perceptions of situational context, morals, or personality. Rapid color processing in the brain enables artists to instantly convey symbolic or emotional clues, improving branding, emotional resonance, and storytelling. Number 5, identity and persona building. In order to stand out in the crowded field of pop culture, celebrities and artists deliberately use the psychological and cultural connotations of color to create and convey their distinct public personalities. Lady Gaga's bold use of vivid and frequently conflicting hues reinforces her reputation as a trailblazing and provocative artist by presenting an image of unrestrained creativity, revolt, and boundary-pushing art. On the other hand, Taylor Swift's frequent use of natural hues and gentle pastels bolsters a story of emotional genuineness, relatability, and sensitivity, tying her visual identity to the poignant themes in her songs. Intentional use of color in stage design, album cover, clothing, and personal branding is crucial to how audiences relate to artists on an emotional level, and how those artists influence their marketability and cultural legacy. Number 4. Historical and religious associations. Numerous hues have profoundly ingrained symbolic implications from religious and historical backgrounds that continue to enhance their use in popular culture today. Due to the high cost of producing purple dye, purple was traditionally only used by royalty and nobility, giving it a potent symbol of riches, exclusivity, and holiness. Purple is often associated with authority, spirituality, or mysticism, and this link is seen in contemporary fashion and culture. Similar to Buddhism and Hinduism, where it frequently appears in religious garments and rituals, orange also has sacred value. In Europe, its political symbolism, such as the House of Orange in the Netherlands, adds layers of identification, allegiance, and revolution. Beyond mere aesthetics, these historical legacies give modern artists a broad palette to suggest particular stories, emotional undertones, and cultural resonance that enhance the storytelling experience. Number 3. Psychological effects. Pop culture uses colors to increase audience response and emotional engagement because they have quantifiable psychological impacts on mood, cognition, and behavior, in addition to their cultural importance. Pink, for instance, has been shown in experiments to have a soothing effect that lowers anxiety and agitation, which is why it occasionally occurs in settings intended to calm. Yellow works well in settings or branding that aims to promote happiness and vigor because of its relationship with optimism and clarity, which can increase focus and energy. Magenta, which represents invention and change, is prominent in avant-garde art and design because of its association with inventiveness and nonconformity. Color is a dynamic instrument for emotional modulation and creating immersive atmospheres because of these psychological impacts, which enable producers to not only tell stories, but also influence the audience's inner experience. Number 2. Symbolic dualities. Pop culture can express itself in a variety of ways, thanks to the rich, sometimes contradictory or multiple connotations that colors frequently contain. For instance, red can represent both violent danger and passionate love, giving scenes or characters a sense of tension and ambiguity. White's dual meaning as innocence and purity is contingent upon situational and cultural framing in many cultures. It also connotes emptiness or sadness, which produces an appealing paradox in narrative. Because of these dualities, artists can employ color to show the depth of characters or stories, generate irony, symbolize conflict, or confound expectations. Thus, pop culture expressions get emotional and intellectual depth from the multi-layered nature of color symbolism. Number 1. Trend and cultural evolution. Color meanings are not fixed nor universal. They fluctuate in tandem with social movements, cultural trends, and changing identities, reflecting and impacting larger societal shifts. One example of how cultural narratives modify color symbolism is the evolution of pink from a masculine-associated hue in early 20th century Western society to a modern sign of femininity, empowerment, and LGBTQ+ pride. Pop culture is a dynamic platform for identity politics and social commentary because of its fluidity, which enables it to constantly reinterpret and question conventional color codes. The meanings of colors change as younger generations reinterpret them through the prisms of diversity, inclusivity, and innovation, showing how pop culture actively shapes changing social consciousness and cultural ideals through color. This summary reveals how color is a potent, multi-layered force shaping emotions, identity, and narratives in popular culture. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.